So today we're going to do an update on Bitcoin. Bitcoin we know is a powerhouse. It's been doing amazing movements recently, but are we going to anticipate and should we anticipate more of a correction in the coming few days and weeks? So that's what we're going to look at today. So let's just dive in. So we did a video on this on the 13th of August and look, we saw the market moving really up and we're just anticipating a correction. So let's just look at what it's done since the 13th of August and what should we anticipate next and why. So let's just go into a live chart. So the first thing I actually want to pull up is actually the weekly chart. The weekly chart, and more importantly on the weekly chart is, if I just change this over, is this momentum indicator. Now I'm going to make it really big. What we want to pay attention to is that this blue line has crossed below the red line. And what that often means is that the upside should be limited, and over the next 2 to 3 weeks, we should expect sideways to down movement. Really important, because this measures the momentum of the markets. But now we really want to look at the price action on a daily chart. Let's just focus on this price. There's 2 key points that have been hit. And we projected this like in the last video. We said it here. We said up here, it's typically this zone, and it hasn't really exceeded this zone. So if we just look over here, the market is, let me just look at this as well. So what I would anticipate with Bitcoin is a bullish reversal and then the next bearish reversal to coincide with the next movement down. So it's the same as what we said pretty much. It's kind of lagging. It looks like the strength is disappearing, and we should anticipate a correction to the downside into this zone. And what is this zone? This is pretty much the typical 50 to 78.6% correction. But on a larger degree time frame, we might actually get a new low. We don't know that information. What we want to be patient for is to wait for the market to move down. If it does, normally a minimum of 3 waves. It's typically ABC, but we don't know if it's an ABC or a 1, 2, 3 at this stage. And when it gets to here, if it overextends to the downside, then it's likely we're going to see a new low. If it does this perfectly and then we see a movement to the upside, then at that stage we can be confident that this low down here shouldn't be exceeded. So with Bitcoin right now, it's in this uncertain territory, even though we've had this amazing move to the upside, reaching that $50,000 per Bitcoin mark. But I don't think we're outside of the woodworks yet. We're not outside of this yet, because typically we should anticipate 3 moves to a correction, and this looks like 1 move. This looks like a second move unfolding, and then we should anticipate a 3rd move. So short term, what we should anticipate is a correction coming back down below the $40,000 range and at least to around $33,000 as a minimum, so you can manage your expectations, especially if you're looking to buy Bitcoin. But just be aware that we might see a new low, really taking the weekly momentum into account, where the blue line has crossed below the red line, and we should expect sideways to down for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. And as the data unfolds, we'll get much clearer projections with Bitcoin. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you soon.